to English grammar classes. Once again, I am here. I had took another new concept, new topic. It's dialogue writing, which carries 4 marks for second PU students. Stepping to the dialogue writing, first we should know the what is the meaning of a dialogue. The definition for the dialogue is a conversation between two or more people on a topic is known as a dialogue. A simple definition it explains that a conversation between a two person or two or more than two on such a topic, on a proper topic, is known as a dialogue. For example, you may talk with your friends, or else in a mob, or else in a group of your friends. Means you are exchanging the words, you are exchanging the feelings, emotions to your friends, and those exchanging words is called as dialogue. So, next step, what is the purpose of a dialogue writing for the second PU students? The purpose for the dialogue writing is, they say that the main purpose of a dialogue is to make student able to complete any conversation with grammatical correctness and draw meaningful conversation. See, the purpose of a writing dialogue, they say that the main purpose is that to give the students, a student should be able to complete the conversation. He should complete the conversation with grammatical correctness and also meaningful conversation. ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ, ಈ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನ್, ಈ ಸಂಭಾಷಣೆ ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇಬ್ಬರ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅತಿ ವ್ಯಾಕರಣಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅತಿ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ಫುಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಡೈಲಾಗ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಸ್, next step, it's types of conversation. First one, it's formal conversation, and formal conversation it is used for principals, headmaster, teachers, or any official persons. We use formal conversation. And second one, it's informal conversation. Informal conversation, it's commonly used in a day-to-day life with your friends or else other members. And third, it is a semi-formal, and semi-formal is also used day-to-day life, and it is used to the parents. Here the dialogue questioning has classified into two types. Which are those? Let us see. First one, it's dialogue writing. The question, it has classified into two types. That one, first one, it is a dialogue writing, and another one, it is a dialogue completion. In these two, we should focus on second one. It's a completion of a dialogue, because for second year students in examination they ask a question, complete the following dialogue. The dialogue writing is not given to the second year students, so I strongly recommend that you should focus on the second one. It's a completion of the dialogue. See, let's see the definition of a dialogue writing and dialogue completion. See, first definition, dialogue writing. There is a situation in this question. After reading the situation, you have to write a dialogue. They say that they give the situation, and they say that after reading the situation you should write a dialogue. ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭವನ್ನು ಕುರಿತು ನೀವು ಓದಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಸಂಭಾಷಣೆಯನ್ನು ಬರೆಯೋದು, ಆ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಬರೆಯೋದು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಡೈಲಾಗ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಡೈಲಾಗ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಡೈಲಾಗ್. ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಇನ್ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಡೈಲಾಗ್, ವಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಗೈಡ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್. We get incomplete. Some of the parts were blanks, and we should complete it with the guidelines. At the end of that statement, we get a bracket, and in that bracket we get a guidelines. Through that guidelines we can complete it with the dialogues. Points to keep in the mind while writing the dialogue. First one, it is a use of a punctuation mark in the dialogue. The main and first and foremost thing is that you should use the punctuation mark. Punctuation marks means exclamatory mark, question mark, double inverted comma, colon, semicolon. Like this of the punctuation mark should be used while writing the dialogue. And the second one, it's the tenses. We should examine the tenses of this sentence. In this in the dialogue writing, the tenses we should keep in the mind, but in the completion of the dialogue we should keep, but at the in the bracket they give the guidelines to us, so it will be easy to complete the dialogue. And the third one, it is a subject verb agreement. We should focus on the verb agreement, in what form the verb is, and how should be written it in the verb agreement. And fourth one, it is a sentence type. We should see the types of sentence. For example, there is a declarative sentence, as that means assertive sentence, interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence means asking the question. Imperative sentence means the seeking request, command, orders, like this. And exclamatory sentence means sudden feelings that coming out from us. These kind of a sentence we should keep in the mind. And next one, it is contractions should be used in the dialogue. Contractions means short forms of words. Short forms, there is an example. I am, it is written in a short form am. Do not, we can write in a dialogue writing, it's a don't. They have, we can write in a contraction style in the dialogue, they have. Will not, in contraction style, it's won't. Like this, the contraction should be used while writing the dialogue. And last one, it is a good dialogue has a proper start and a proper ending. Examining all these points, let's we solve one example. There is a conversation between two persons, that one stranger and a resident. See, at the end of the fill in the blanks, there is a guidelines. By reading that guidelines, we should fill the blanks, gaps. There is a stranger, he is asking for a direction. It's a conversation between resident, those who stays at that place, and a stranger, and he's asking a direction. First line, see, excuse me, there is a dash, and asking for a direction. He wants some address and he is asking a direction to the resident person. And second one, there is a totally gap, and in the bracket there is a guidelines giving the direction. That resident person should give the direction to that strange person. Again, a strange person, he says that, is it far? He questions. He want to go somewhat in a bus stop. He is asking a direction for the bus stop. The resident giving the direction to the bus stop, and he want approximate distance. That's why he asks, is it from that far from that place? The residence, there is a completely blank, and in that at the end of the bracket there is a guidelines, approximate distance. He should say the approximate distance. So approximate distance either maybe a 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, like this. There should be approximate in the digit form. And the last one, the stranger, he is a leave taking, and also he expresses the gratitude, that resident person. That means leave taking means thank you, and it may be bye. So keeping in this mind, I had solved it at the next page. See, stranger, excuse me sir, in the writing form, while you are writing, there should be a politeness in your words. That's why I had used this, sir. Excuse me, sir, can you tell me the direction to the bus stop? See, at the first, there is a in bracket there is a guidelines asking for the direction. So see, so I wrote, I solved, can you tell me the direction to the bus stop? The strange person is asking a direction way to the bus stop, and the resident person he tells that go straight and take right, walk bit afar, there is bus stop. The strange person, he want a bus stop, he is searching way for the bus stop, and the resident person, he says that go straight and take the right side, take a right turn and walk a bit. You can have a step bit walk afar and there is a bus stop. See, the stranger asked the way to the bus stop, and the resident, he is saying that walk a bit and you will get the bus stop. A stranger, he want to know what is the accurate distance, approximate distance right from there to the bus stop. That's why again he asks the question, he questions stranger, is it far? See the punctuation mark, question mark, full point. This punctuation mark should be in your dialogue writing. Stranger asks, is it far? Resident, not so much, comma, a punctuation mark. It's half a kilometer from here. See, use of the contraction words. I used it is, I used as a it's half kilometer from here. He asks, is it far from here? Then he explains, not so much. He says, not so much, it's a half kilometer from here. Right, that place to bus stop, it's a half kilometer distance. Then a stranger, he was assured by the resident person. Then he says thank you and says bye to that resident person. This is how to fill the dialogue, completing the dialogue, and it carries 4 marks. So one I had solved, and another one example is for you people. Complete it and write in the comment box. Thank you.